Morning. It's just gone 6:15. Hubby left about 10-15 minutes ago. So I thought I'd quickly come on and do an intro. It's been a while since I've done this. I am loving this. As I said, I've had this sort of picture here now. I think the second or third year just in the dining room. Used to go in the lounge. I used to prop it up on the mantle, but now I've got my mirror. And as I say, this decoration was actually from our son and daughter-in-law's wedding because they had an autumn. So yeah, I've got Mickey there, darling Mickey. Hubby wanted to get rid of him because he's quite big, but I said no, he's so sweet there. It's out of the way, so yeah, we've got a few cuddly toys. I'm just going through our granddaughters at the moment. We've got a very busy day today, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to be videoing, but I thought I'd just actually let you on. I've actually got everything packed that's ready to go in the car. As I said, we do have two cars, and we've got Picasso, which hubby takes backwards and forwards to work, and we use it for travelling if we're not towing. And then we've got Big Red, so I can, which is the Kia, which I can actually have it loaded for when he comes back from work. It's just gone in for a few hours this morning, and then hopefully we can get off and get to the site, which is the farm, which is New Lodge Farm again. So we're not travelling very far, and I've got to do a review on this. This is what hubby got me. Hopefully this will help with the sound on the my phone and everything for video. It did show me on YouTube. A number of people have actually really said this was a good product, so we will give it away. And it's supposed to be a buffer for the wind. It's very open at the farm, so you hear the wind quite a lot, even if it's not cold. So yeah, so that might be handy. We've got the drill case. And then we got, that's the, what I call the tech bag. Got the laptop so I can do the, check my videos. And I've got the big cooler there because I'm taking some of the food with us. We are popping to Asda this afternoon in Corby due to the fact that I've got a click and collect parcel which has got a couple of gifts in for Christmas. I've done it that way. I was going to have it delivered to our home, but it was a bit awkward. I had a couple of things to do this week, and I was a bit concerned about the delivery. I've got some laundry to put away, and then I've got to show you this. I'm going to do a review on my granddaughter's toy station. Now we've got rid of the desk. There is some new items, and I've got some things to share that have come into the home, so it cancels out what came in. As I said, I like to do that, what comes in and what goes out. And I've got two more items for our granddaughter hopefully coming into the home. I'm not sure if we're keeping both of them or one of the items will eventually go to our granddaughter's home. A little bit of a disappointment. I've got to show you this. Do excuse, I've got carrier bags because I was doing some sorting out last night. I was told to sit down because I had a break. Didn't get all my housework done. I think it was an abrupt stop because my knee gave way and I had a bit of it wasn't bad, pain in my back, so I had to stop. But anyway, look what happened. Look. Boo hoo hoo hoo. This was one of my favourite mugs. I did get this, I think it was only £1 or something, and I'm sure I got this from Tesco's. The coffee run is my cardio. I used to love that, and it was a decent sized mug as well. Hubby's not so cut up about it, obviously. He says we need more mugs like a hole in the head. I know we've got one mug coming in because I bought that PlayStation mug for our son. So hubby did actually say, now it's smashed, it doesn't really need to be replaced. So I am still doing my sharing my organisation of the kitchen, and I think I'm going to put this on the stand and you know, do a face-to-face, I think, at this point. Okay, yes, I've got my sort of one of my lounge tops on. I am still in my pyjamas. Our son's still in bed. I'm filming this blind, so I'm hoping I'm in focus and in shot and everything, due to the fact that I find it easier and more natural to obviously just flow with it. What you see is what you get, and normally I rant on and I get sidetracked and talk about one thing, go on for something else, like I'm doing now. But what I'm trying to explain is the fact that I hate doing these little chats or introductions 2 or 3 times. I don't like doing that, and I don't particularly like editing. That's why I apologise if I pronounce things wrong, things are out of focus, lighting, blah blah blah. If it's really bad, then yes, I try. If it's something I can redo, then I will. Chatting when I'm trying to just flow with it and what's happened on that day, an intro like now. As I said, it's just coming up to 6:30, so I am a morning person. I do get up with hubby at 5:30 and spend some time with him. Like I said, we're going in the caravan. You've seen all the packing. I haven't packed the cool bag, so don't worry about that. That's the last thing. What I tend to do is load all the car up, then just because it doesn't take hubby long to get home, then I judge it by that the time that I know hubby is leaving work. That's when I actually load the call bag. And sometimes what we tend to do, I either load it before he comes, because it is on wheels. It's like a trolley thing. Hubby sometimes takes that to the car when we finally go there. That's the last thing that goes in the car. We have our routines. We work really well together. He is my soulmate. I've said this, and I'm not going to get too emotional, blah, blah, blah. I have known him so long, most of my life now. Funny enough, it seems that way anyway. He will say that you get less for murder, but there you are. Or double murder. I shouldn't say that, but yes. We work well. Did go through bad patch myself with anxiety and panic attacks, not sleeping. Still get them, still don't sleep very well, and I am a born warrior, get it right, I said it. Although I am a morning person, I do chat to hubby. I think it goes in one ear and out the other. If it's something important, I'll write him a note or something, put it in his lunchbox or something, do you know what I mean? He's more of a night owl. We do work together, and as I said, I did go through a really bad patch a fair few years ago. I am calmer now. I have got high blood pressure on top of everything else, all my other medical pieces. So I try and stay calm, but I used to bottle things up quite a lot, I must admit, and that's the worst thing you do. We tend to sit down and sort of discuss things more. We've learnt this over the years. As I say, he knows if something's irritating me and vice versa, so we tend to sit down. I don't want to say ash it out, because we very calmly. I remember when I went on some training when I was working for a building society, and I went on a course. It was a 3-day course, and it was away from home sort of thing, and I didn't feel I was well out of my comfort zone. And one of the things that they went through was problem solving, and when I come back, it was always benefits and concerns with a bit of paper, line down benefits, concerns, you know. So anything major, we use that format. I've even used it with my sons or something, you know, because sometimes if you put it out there and write it down, it sometimes in your brain, even though you know what you're saying and what you're writing down, it does help. Benefits, concerns, especially with major decisions, like when we was purchasing another car, Caravan and things like that, do you know what I mean? Yeah, especially expensive purchases. I'm sorry if I'm doing this business. I'm not sure if that's in, in camera, you know, with my hands. My son laughs at me because I'm very expressive and I'm trying to put them down here. Try not to do it because I know it can be irritating. You get into these habits when you're filming and you don't realise. It's like they were laughing because they were going through some of my videos a fair few weeks ago now, and it's right, and so I'm starting a video right. It did sound awful when you did one video after another and it started right. So I tried to think and say, okay, so this is what we're going to do. Okay, this is a crafting video. Do you know what I mean? And try not. There's certain things, but that's just me. Certain terms that keep come out like dinky dory. I don't know, right, you know. And things, I'll think of some of them and they'll probably keep coming in. I do have certain sayings that keep coming in and repetitive, but that's just me, and that is, I'm doing it with my hands again. I do apologise. I have got my Eeyore mug here. Yes, this was a charity shop one. I think it was about 70 or 90p. I think this was when we was away at some point, but yeah, I love this mug, so I'm using this one because I can't wear I can't use my cardio one. I think it's going to be a this and that video. As I said, I'm not sure how much video I'm going to be able to do. There might be a break in today when we're setting up and everything. But two items that have come through from Amazon, I did actually say about this one. This is a blood, is it Bloodshot? Yeah, I like to keep saying blood shoot or something. This is the one with Vin Diesel. And you know what? I loved this one because it was such a disappointment off of Birds of Prey. I wouldn't recommend it, but then again, some people might like it. But this one is absolutely gorgeous. I put it in front of my face. I'm hoping, because I don't really want to have to redo this. That is brilliant. Good action movie. Loved it. So yeah. But then again, I do like Vin Diesel movies. The other one we watched last night is the Iron Mask, and this has got Arnold Schwarzenegger in, Charles Dance, and Jackie Chan. Now Jackie Chan appears more sort of towards the start and the end of the movie, but there's some other characters in. It's half dubbed, which normally family members are not keen on. It doesn't bother me. I have watched the odd movie that's subtitled, but I can't watch them if I'm tired, and it's mostly evenings we do watch the TV. But dubbed I'm okay with because I've watched some really good movies that way. It's partly dubbed, but partly because of the actors, it's been okay. And this is this one. I put it in front of my face. I'm hoping that's okay. I enjoyed this. Plenty of action. Really good movie. When we started watching it, and it showed you, how can I say it, wagon. I don't want to say too much in case you've seen it or want to see it. The wagon, at first it looked very familiar, although this is fairly new release on DVD. I said to the guys, I said, have we seen this? I said, the title doesn't seem right, and I don't remember Jackie Chan, and it just means it was my son researched it after watched it, and it is like a I don't think it actually says on the back. It's actually a continuation of another movie. I'm just looking to see if it said, but the movie has the same title to another movie, and I can't remember it now. But the guy, I don't know what his name is now, with the wagon appears actually in another video. If I remember or think about it before we leave, I'll try and see if I can get a picture and I can put it up somewhere that I'm talking about. But it has got the title of another movie as well. I enjoyed this. I like Jackie Chan movies, I really do. And I say that was another one. I am going to probably do another review. I've got plenty of empties, although some of those are repetitive as well. And I want to do a technology one, or viewing, and what I'm reading, what we're watching and everything, and that sort of thing. Right, I've got a lot on this morning, as I said. I have got things coming at me, so I'm just taking it calmly, talking to you. We started getting phone calls coming through now for appointments. I've actually had a message from my GP to contact him to make an appointment, and this is another issue I've got, because when I've rang the receptionist, she says you can only have one one item sort of thing. And this time last year, actually I had about 3 or 4 things I needed to see my doctor about. No, one, you need separate appointments. So when I said, well, can I have 2 or 3 appointments in a row, she said no. I said, well, I'll do the urgent one, I'll talk to my doctor. She says, well, that's up to you. So when I saw my doctor this time last year, and because he demanded me to go and have my blood pressure checked and a quick checkup and everything, I mentioned this to him, because he turned around to me and says, oh, your flu vaccination's due. And I said, yes. He says, I'll give that while you're here. And I said, funny enough, I said this to receptionist and she refused to put it down, that I wanted this. And I said, I knew I wanted my flu vaccination, but I had to make a separate appointment. I wanted my B12 injection, and I said, I've got to make a separate appointment. It says, have you got your B12 with you? And I said, yes, because I have to have a medical professional to inject me, sort of thing. So that's why I'm getting tired, I think, also, and I might look a bit pasty because I am due for my B12. So I'm in this situation again, so rabbiting on. I got to call the receptionist because there's 4 items all lined up. It must be 3 months since I've been to the surgery, and I know they're going to want a full blood workup soon. So the last time 3 months ago was my B12. 3 months before that was B12. So this is what it's been like. So April, May, June, that's it. April, July and October. So yeah, and each time I think I'm going, especially the first one, I thought it would be all over by now. What's going on? Going back to the dentist, hubby had a missed message on his phone about treatment with the dentist, because all 3 of us went in before it was all locked down. Actually, I think it must have been February time, I'd like to say. February, something like February, beginning of March. Yeah, I think it might have been more beginning of March, before the lockdown. We all had checkups, and we've all paid for our treatment, as you have to do with this dentist. I don't know if this is with all dentists. You have to pay for your treatment before. So we all had them spaced out, beginning the first couple of weeks in May. Well, dentists were closed unless there was absolute emergencies. They had the shutters down and everything, because I tried to see if I could redo the appointments, and I said this also on the phone when she was ringing, and she said, unfortunately we can't reschedule appointments because we don't know when we're open again. The trouble is with hubby's, he's got quite a lot of treatment, and I said he's paid for it all, and I think his must have been the first one, because I thought they might have gone by our surname, but no, they must have gone by the date of the treatment. So his was the first one, but his was booked in on a Thursday morning. So because he puts up with a lot of pain, he can do a lot, do you know what I mean? But he cannot stand dentists. It makes him feel sick, and I haven't worked on his mouth. And he needed some work on 2 of his teeth. So he'd booked in for the Thursday morning. He was going to have the Friday off and have the weekend to get over it. Because he might have to have painkillers, he may not have to be able to drive, this, that and the other. That's how it worked out. So his has to be scheduled in. I know my son's got pay for treatment and clean up, and also he's waiting through the hospital. We need to find out if that is still pending. We're not urgent about it, but just make sure we're in the slot. And I need treatment as well. I had an appointment. I've paid for all my treatment, as I keep repeating. I'm not so bad about when I can have my appointment. I do like it when they first open at 8:30 in the morning. I prefer that. I have got to have treatment. I have got a tooth down here, and he was going to save it. It was going to be filled, but it's been May, June, July, August, September, 5 months, and it broke amongst the lockdown. I've lost half my tooth. I don't think it's going to be saved now, so I reckon it's going to be an extraction. Do excuse if I say the wrong term. Extraction, I think. I don't think it's going to be able to save it. I really don't. I'm not in pain. It's just uncomfortable and it feels a bit sharp. And I've put it off and off and off. But now they're asking, to come in, especially the people that paid for their treatment. So I'm hoping to get all that sort of done when hubby comes on before we leave, because I tried to make an appointment last year and they wouldn't deal with me. I had to deal with hubby, and I said, well, he's actually at work. I need an emergency appointment. So what I had to do was I had to go through the phone, the company phone, because he don't always pick up his mobile, especially if he's got ear protectors and things on, those big things, and tell him he had to actually contact the dentist. At the time I was a little bit annoyed because I make doctor's appointments, but for some reason they won't allow me to make a dentist appointment for him, and it was an emergency. So yeah. Also on the way to lock up to pick our caravan before we can go to the farm, we've got to go and pay for the lock-up for the year, for the next 12 months. So we have got that to do as well. So that's doctors, dentists, lock-up. Yeah, and I think there's a couple of other things. Things are sort of being bombarded now, and I'm a bit dubious because I think we should get these appointments sort of booked, get them in as soon as possible, due to the fact in case they go on lockdown again. I know they're trying not to do that, but I don't know. We shall see. So I'm hoping this isn't being 2 and 3 parts. So I'm rabbiting on. I wanted to come on. I'm okay this morning, so do excuse if I've got hair sticking out. I've got no lippy on, nothing, but I just wanted to, have this little mini chat. The kitchen is still going to be shared, the organisation. We're going to have a break in between that due to the fact that we're away this weekend, so that will continue after we come back on the Monday, Tuesday. I like to think, yeah. Got to discuss with the gentleman at Sywell where our caravan is going to have some work done. That's booked in for about the 3rd of November, I believe, 2nd or 3rd of November. Hubby's dealt with that, but he's just going to have a look at it, him and his team, and hopefully we can get a estimate to see how much it's going to cost. We have budgeted for it, so hopefully, that will be okay. Sorry if I'm not talking very loud. My son is still in bed at the moment. He's got a day off today. So I'm going to get on because I've got some medication to sort out, and I've also got my craft bag to sort out. So hopefully I'll see you in a mo. Right, we've just done the kitchen now. We're actually here earlier. We've done the paying for the lockup, which is not here. It's where we store it. So yeah. So we're going to unhitch, get set up, have a coffee, have a snack, and then we're off to the retail park to Asda to pick up my order. Aren't we, my darling? Shopping! Well, actually, it's ready, isn't it? So for lunch today, we have got these pizza subs, fresh tomato, and the chips. And that's these. I thought they were the separate ones, so this must be a different type of chip, because these are actual chips and not the fries. Because I know we've had the fries that in the separate containers, and these obviously only take a couple of minutes in the microwave. And so these are Iceland's own brand, so we thought we'd give these a try. I've not had these before, not Iceland anyway. I think we've had another make, so that's what we've got for lunch today. Right, we're all set up now. Electric's down, water. We've had lunch, haven't we?
Yep.
So we are now popping off to the Phoenix Retail Park because I've got a order there that I did online, some Christmas gifts, so I possibly will be sharing that once we get back. Not sure if I'm going to be doing any video in there. We'll see how busy it is and everything. So here we go, off we go again, shopping. Okay, I've got a small Asda haul, as I've brought quite a lot of food with us. So I'm just going to quickly go through it. So this is a repeat buy. It seems to be every time we go to Asda is the Watts. It's now the sizzling state rather than the flaming hot. And these were 3 packets for £3.50. A new flavour, you only get 5 packets, mind you, is the American hot pizza. And mainly I brought those to take back for our son, and I think that was £1 for 5 packets. So I say, because it's I think it's a limited edition, it's a new one, so you only get 5 packets. Just got the Asda mayo, I think that was 70p. And the tomatoes, I'd like to say, were about 79p.
67.
Oh, 67. I'm looking at hubby at the same time. Now, mayo, tomatoes, 2 lots of bacon, which were £4, and the lettuce 35p. Do you know where I'm going with this? Yes, this is for BLTs, possibly tomorrow. So yeah, we thought we'd do that, you know, and have a little bit of healthy with it as well. Don't know whether we're going to be able to do the bacon on the barbecue. It was fine up to about half an hour ago, and it started spitting of rain, so we may have to do the cooking in the caravan again this weekend. Then this little bit, you can see where this might be going. This is the Irish diced beef, and this was £5.39. Quite decent portion there. And then I've got the carrots, cauliflower and broccoli, and I think these could have been 80p each. And the potatoes, obviously with these I can just slice these up, got no peeling, no preparation there, so that goes straight into the slow cooker. Something we had the last time we was here and needed to restock was the Heinz Big Soup. Now I don't know how much these were on full price, but these, if you bought 3 cans, it was £3, which is basically what I like to pay for these. I think normally they may be something like £1.20 a can, but we like those, as I said. Quite funny actually, as you've probably seen last time we came here. We like them in those little plastic saucepans, done in the microwave, and then with some crusty bread. And then we've got 2 bottles of Pepsi Max, and they were £1.50 each. So that is the little shop. I'm going to not say it, and I keep saying this, that this is going to be the end of the video. I'm not 100% sure yet. We shall see how it goes. So the seagulls I can hear, and now I can hear the cows. I don't know whether you can hear that, but we're on a farm, so hey ho. Right, so I've got my 2 packages here. Yeah, I was surprised it was in 2 packages, but I think that's just how they have done it. Whether it's come from, you know, like 2 different places, I don't know. Right, the first one is the clippers. This is the hair clippers, and it's full charge, run time for 60 minutes, and it's cord or cordless. Bought these for our eldest son. We tried to get some clippers earlier on and couldn't get them. We've had 2 or 3 pairs, and we've had them all from Boots, but we tried 2 or 3 different Boots and couldn't get them due to the fact that our son has actually always been going to the barbers to have his hair done, but obviously with lockdown couldn't do it, and is now working from home, so he has borrowed our clippers. But rather than keep going backwards and forwards with the clippers, we thought we'd get him his own, and these were actually reduced down to £15, so I thought that was a really good deal. We've paid a lot more for ours ultimately, but it's the same sort of setup, so I'm sure, don't you think, hubby? I'm sure he's going to enjoy them anyway, and it's just what he wants. And I'm just going to turn them round, and it gives you all the different gives the comb, the scissors, the brush, the oil, I think, to do the blades, and then it's all the different settings there for the different haircuts. You usually have the smallest one, don't you, the shortest one, so you've got the choice there. And there's the front again. So they were £15, which I thought was a good offer. The next item, and I really wish I'd got some more of these, is the socks, and these were £2, and it's just this red car with the green tree. I would have preferred them as the red truck, but there you are. We don't get very much of the red truck. Wilko's about 2-3 years ago did have quite a lot of stock of the red truck. They only had it 1 year, then nothing else. They had a full range of it, and for some reason that year I didn't collect the bits, and I really wish I had. Whether it didn't sell very well because they've never had it back in, or it was just that particular year they wanted to try something different. So there we are. So that is the red cart with the green Christmas trees on. The next item, it's for our granddaughter's Christmas Eve box, and it is Christmas pyjamas with this reindeer on, the red and white, and they are so soft, and it's got "Oh dear." So we got the top there with the reindeer face, and then the bottoms there, and then they've got little reindeers sort of roughly, I think, where the knee goes. So I think they should love those, and I say they're 3 to 4 years, and they are so soft. But I was in 2 months whether to get a Christmas pyjamas, but I thought, well, yeah, I'll get them for Christmas Eve box. And the other and last item is this top, again reindeer themed. Got this reindeer face with the red pom-pom. It's just this thin t-shirt material with the long sleeve, so she could have that with another jumper or cardigan over the top, and then I may get her some leggings if I can, either this cream or maybe a brown. So that is the small sort of Christmas gifts that I actually did click and collect through Asda. I have shared this before, actually, when I've picked up the little magazines, and I'm sure it was Asda that I've done before, but I just thought I'd point out some of the bits. I like picking these up when I do see them, due to the fact sometimes they have vouchers in, sometimes they have ideas for meals, and obviously it also shows you that particular season what's coming into the store and any ideas, especially if it's a particular season. Like this one is the Asda magazine Boo edition, and it's got the ghost on there, which is the cake. So I've just sort of folded over a couple of pages. So we'll start off with this one. This is the Say Who. These are the crumpets. It's a set of 4 for £1. I haven't had the ghost ones, but I've actually had in the past the tree ones at Christmas. Just something a little bit special to have, say Christmas morning, having some crumpets, and they're the shape of whatever season there is. We've got these soft and spicy, also these like muffins. And if I turn over the page, so I thought I'd just basically near enough centre on Halloween, because that's what the edition is. Here's the cake look, and with this it does actually give you the recipe, the ingredients, and how to make it. So I think if you're quite clever that way, I think this is a very good cake to make, especially, well, maybe not so much at the moment, but would be if you was having a party. So there's that one. Then also they've got some drinks. So we've got the creepy cocktails, which is the Monster Mash. This is a rum and coke, goes up in smoke with pineapple. And there is, I'll just quickly do that so you can pause it if you need to. Unless, of course, you've got an Asda near you and can pick up the brochure. Another one is Bobbin for Spice, which is this one. The traditional toffee apple gets a grown-up twist. And there's that one. And then we got Hubble Bubble, punch with a tangy bite but no boozy kick. And there's that one. And then the last one is Green Ghost. And this is a gin adds Halloween spirit to this vivid spectral sip. And there we are. So I say it gives you some good ideas, and you could even come up with your own cocktails, maybe even changing out some of the ingredients. We did have a quick look at the different Mr. Kipling cakes, and these specifically in this box here look really nice. I did pick them up. I thought I was going to pick them up and never did. And then I saw they got some different ones going, and I say very handy, you know, to keep some of these cakes in just for a bit of a treat. And then we've got Monster Makes whip up spooktacular easy treats in minutes with these fun ideas. So you've got the gingerbread skeletons, and there is the recipe and everything. And then you have got the Franklin cakes. So there we are. I think they're quite cute actually. And some more recipes here. We've got the Monster Mash popcorn, which is this one. And then you have got the Incy Wincy donut spiders, which is those. And then over here we've got the Mega Head Rice Creepies bars. So some of these I think are fairly simple to make. We've got the Mummy pastry plat. And then you've got the Haunted House, which is like all your sort of paper plates and cups. And then you've got this range as well. So, and I say we didn't look round any of this, so I just picked up the brochure to just, you know, share with you. I tend to have plates and napkins and cups and everything from the previous year anyway. So that is that. And then they do a range of costumes for both children and adults of all ages. Even look some little bits for pets. So I just wanted to quickly share that, because it's always nice to get ideas for different seasons.